here. Do a little bit of a vlog today. Sort of a medical update in a sense of the word. I had to go to the oncologist today. Many of my viewers, most of my viewers know I recently had a colectomy to have half of my colon removed due to the fact that it came back positive for stage 2 cancer. Well, they took out the right side of my colon, and in the process they check all your lymph nodes. It's all around your insides. There's a bunch of them, and they all came back negative, as if in other words, there was no cancer indicated in the lymph nodes. But what I didn't know was that it can still metastasize on you. So the oncologist called me in to come in for an appointment today, and I went. Basically, I'll read you what it says on this paper, but first I'll basically tell you what he told me in the office. Apparently, they have a new test where they told me that most likely if you come back negative, you don't have to have chemotherapy. But it depends on what your score is on this Onco testing. ONCO testing is some new kind of testing they do, checking your DNA at a genome type service. And it's some new kind of test thing they got. But basically what it boils down to, they're going to get a score by checking all my DNA as to what cancer cells might be active floating around in there. And evidently, there's a chance that it can spread to other organs in your body, even though the test came back negative for cancer. And depending on what that score is that they're going to give me, if it's a high score, he hasn't decided whether I need the chemotherapy or not. It depends on what the score is. If it's a high score, he's going to say yes. Pill I'll have to start taking. And I'm hoping it'll come back for a low score. But the way my cookie crumbles, you never know. They give me this paperwork to come home, and it's probably going to bore many of my viewers unless you're, have some interest in this subject. It's called about Oncotype DX genome testing. OncoDX tests help doctors predict the future activity of cancer by analyzing genes and samples of colon cancer cells. The test results can determine the risk of metastasis, which is when cancer appears or returns to a different part of the body. They can also help predict potential benefits in chemotherapy and radiation treatment. A large amount of research supports the use of Oncotype testing. This Onco testing company is where they're sending off my samples. They told me that they go to the hospital where they took out my colon and they keep all the samples somewhere in a lab at the hospital. They're going to send those samples off to be tested. I said, well, it's been 2 months since my surgery. Would that still be viable? He said, oh yeah. They'll go find it wherever they got it stored at and send it off to be tested and see what my score is. In 3 weeks, I have to go back and see him. He'll have the results back in 3 weeks as to what my score was, and that'll determine whether I need to start taking these pills. I know my wife had breast cancer and a vasectomy, so she has to take a pill. She's been on it for 5 or 6 years already. She has to take a pill to help prevent it from coming back. There's no guarantee that it won't come back, but then again, I'm 78 years old. They give me 10 more years, I'll probably have lived my life out anyway. This is page 2 that I'm going to read you here on DX testing. Oncotype DX test or genomic test produced by the Genomic Health Incorporated, which is now part of a company of Exact Sciences. Let's skip that page. Test procedure. Analyze a small sample of cancer cells. The cells are obtained from cancer samples previously collected through a biopsy or from surgery. Who's eligible? I'm part of the eligible for the test because they took the tumor out of me and it was stage 2 cancer. And the way he explained stage 2 to me, it got through the wall of the tumor. They said the tumor was the size of a golf ball, and it got through the walls of the colon part that they took out, and it would bleed, and that's why I was anemic. So that's why he wants to do this test, because it did protrude through the walls of the colon. I started not to go to that doctor today, but I figured I better go and find out what it was all about. What are the benefits of Oncotype DX testing? Oncotype testing, together with other prognostic tests, can help your doctor determine how your cancer will act and whether the benefits of chemotherapy or radiation treatment outweigh the side effects or the cost. The test score can be interpreted with other markers such as the age, the tumor grade, and size. Studies have reported onco testing altering a decision to administer chemotherapy in as many as 30% of doctor treating people with ER positive and HER2 negative breast cancer. Oncotype DX testing may be most beneficial for people with medium risk cancer, where it's unclear if chemotherapy or radiation therapy would increase the chances of survival. In the large TAILOR-X clinical trial, researchers compared the benefits of chemotherapy guided by gene testing in a group of 9,719 women and ER positive, ATR negative breast cancer. The women over age 50, I guess it's the same thing with colon cancer though. Hormone therapy alone, received hormone therapy and chemotherapy together. I ain't going through a whole lot of chemotherapy, they can forget that. I'll take a pill if that's what they want. The researchers found benefits of adding chemotherapy to treatment under the age of 50. Well, I'm 78. What information will the Onco DX test provide? I think I'm on the wrong page anyway. Well, here we go. Oh, that's prostate cancer. How much does the Onco test cost? The Onco DX test costs about $4,000. The Genome Access program can help you navigate insurance coverage and payment options The test as well answers any questions you may have. Okay, we know it ain't free. I've basically been laboring under the impression that I didn't have any more cancer, but evidently it can just, it's like the way they describe it, it's like the tumor puts out cells that float around in your body, and they can attach to your liver, your kidney, or somewhere else in your body. And start, if it attaches to another organ, then it'll start growing there. So that's what you would call metastasized, I guess, but mine has not metastasized as of yet. But it don't mean it won't metastasize. I'm not going to lose a whole lot of sleep over it. Won't do me a bit of good. Okay, there's all kind of stuff here I don't understand, but basically, that's what my vlog is today. I've been experimenting with my editing program in there. I think I'll stick a banner at the top with a train going across or something, just to be tinkering with my Corel Video Studio. Well, I'll just include that on this vlog that I'm producing today. I could put those banners on any type project if I figure out how to work it. I don't have a program for it, but I think I can miniaturize the video a little bit and move it up and down, see if we can get a train going by in my vlog. And not a whole lot going on exciting here today, other than the fact that I went to the doctor. We've had more than our share of rain here lately. We're supposed to get some more tomorrow. I hope some of my viewers took the time to look at my last vlog I put out, asking people to save my playlist to my trains playlist to their channel for future watching of videos. I might do a link to my other playlist. In fact, I probably will. I don't need to make a vlog about it. But when I get time, I'll put a link to all my playlists down in the descriptions of all my videos. I'll just add a link somewhere down there in the information on the descriptions of my videos. If you ain't ever clicked on the description of my videos, there's a lot of information already included in there. You got to be on a desktop to do it. I don't think you can do it on a mobile phone. But I often read people's description. Somebody on the cooking show, they'll include the recipes and stuff down there. I just got a link for various websites and stuff like that on there. And my personal information is there as well. Anyway, thanks for listening to me today. And y'all keep your fingers crossed that Walter gets a low score. If I get a low score, he's not going to recommend any chemotherapy at all. But since it's just a pill, what the hey, if the insurance covers it, I'll take a pill. Thanks for listening. This is Pwalpar saying y'all have a great day, and we'll catch you on the flip-flop.